All right, so I'm getting a lot of requests and questions on the rabbit hangers that I use and make. So this is just 1/2 inch PVC. It is 8.5 inches long. I have a bolt and nut through each side, which keeps the cable from getting twisted up as it's being used and just allows it to smoothly flow in and out. So the cable itself is stainless steel. It is 3/32. I've actually used in the past 1/16, but it worked great. The smaller cable for tension when you had feet in here and were holding it. So, but they tended to fray fairly quickly at that thin gauge. So this is 3/32. I was a little worried that this would be too thick, but it actually seems to be working just fine. Then I'm not exactly, I forget what these are called. They were out of stainless steel, so I just used the brass ones that they had. The lady said that they wouldn't rust. So everything else though is stainless steel. Stainless steel hoop here, stainless steel cable. On my other hangers, the nuts and bolts are stainless steel as well. You don't have to, galvanized is fine. You can even go with the galvanized on the cable. It's a little cheaper, but honestly, it's only a few cents more for the stainless. So, but how do I actually make the hanger itself? So 1/2 inch PVC, cut it to 8.5 inches. I drill 2 holes, one for the bolt and nut to go through, okay? And then one for the hanger cable to ride through. And then another one right here on the other end. So you can see that it's, straight up and down with the bolt. Decide what you want for your top, come through, drill a hole there, and then I drill a hole 90 degrees on the side in the center of the PVC pipe. Then, so before you start, you're gonna have to run this piece on here so that you basically have the hoop up here first. So you're gonna center it, make the stainless steel. Basically, I bend it in half so that I have equal parts on both sides. Then I put this in here, thread that on. Then I'm gonna bring this down, thread it through my first hole, loop it around, okay? And then I'm gonna come through here, and then I have this hole, because I have the thicker cable here, I had to re-drill this hole to be larger. And then I just handmade a little tool to reach in and snag the wire as I'm fishing it in, and then just pull it out the hole. Same thing on the other side, fish it through around the bolt and fish it through, put my clamp on. I have a pair of crimpers that are specially designed for, I don't even remember what these are called, but specially designed for these. And then I just snip them off. I didn't have the right tool, so it looks a little awkward on this one. But that way you're snipping the frayed cable off here and just kind of get a clean cut. And then it's just gonna hang on your whatever you want to hang it from. I have a specially made rack for hanging multiple rabbits at a time, but it works really well. Now, sometimes when I first started doing this, it was easier to bring the loop down and then bring it back up and lock it down up here so that my loop was right here. I explained this in a couple posts, but the reason that I take the extra time and come out the side is when you have the rabbit's feet hanging, you have access to break the feet off, cut them off really easily, whereas when the loop is down below, you're fighting against the PVC. So I don't like actually having the loop underneath. It slows me down quite a bit. But that's that. Yeah, and this piece here, you don't actually have to put that in there. You can just use the cable, but I like to put it in there just so that it helps keep the cable from fraying a little longer. But that's that. Any questions, go ahead and let me know. If there's any other things that I missed or details or questions that you have, feel free to ask. And have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.